Hello and welcome to the show. This is The Entrepreneur. My name is Paul K. Mwaura. Having done a great market research will give you heads up in starting your own venture. Our first guest tonight has started a franchise that is a first in the country, and that is what she did. So join me as I talk to her and she explains to us how she did this and brought a first franchise here in Kenya. Welcome to the show. You can start by introducing yourself to us. Let us know who you are and what you do.
My name is Jane Manjukubogo, and I'm the proprietor of Premier Dead Sea Products. It's a spa, it's a day spa that we do services, and we also distribute Dead Sea products.
Before you started this, what were you doing? Were you involved in anything else?
Before this, I was working for humanitarian organizations. I was working in Somalia, in Sudan, in Uganda. Mostly was what you call conflict resolution. So I was a peace activist. So I was traveling to war-torn countries and talk to women, empowering women, and that kind of thing. That was my life.
Why Dead Sea Products? What gave you that motivation to start this?
Honestly, I was suffering so much trying to get a product that suits my face. I had a sensitive skin, and every time I would try to use something, it would react. So I honestly had to go and look for something natural, and I went around looking for something, and every time I tried, it would. So I said, okay, why don't I go back to the basics? I had read about the Dead Sea, and I knew that its therapeutic powers, it has cure for certain eczema, these kind of things. So I actually decided that's where I'm going to start. And then I got a present, it's called a Dead Sea Scrub, that I got to wash my hands. And the minute I washed my hands, I knew exactly which Dead Sea product I was going for. And that was Premier. So I traveled to Israel and I asked them, guys, can I come on board? That's how it all started.
How much capital did you put in to start this?
Actually, we started 20,000 shillings first. I bought some products for myself and I started using it. Then my sisters or my friends would keep asking, what are you using? So I started bringing for each. And it started growing too much that I couldn't afford to keep bringing and shipping in for the different, my sisters, my friends. So I told them, okay, guys, I'm going to start with a shop. So it actually started with 20,000 Kenya shillings. That was my first purchase.
Where is your franchise from?
Israel. Yeah, it is a franchise, and they were not very sure about opening in Kenya yet because they were saying we were not ready, the products are award-winning, and maybe they will not be easily, the economic state and everything, third world country. And I told them, no, Kenya has a lot of beauty-conscious women who also need help, and we need to get this there.
What gave you the confidence, that bringing a franchise to Kenya would work?
First, I didn't really have the confidence, but when I saw the results, because with our products, with a good original product, actually, you don't need to wait for 2 months or 3 months for the results. From the first application, you notice a difference, and that is what gave me the confidence that I could honestly give somebody a facial, and within that 1 hour, their face is glowing. They look different. Wrinkles have diminished, so to speak. They are not as obvious as they were. And I knew that this would be accepted by Kenyan women.
And what challenges have you faced when doing this business here?
A lot of new products all around, some good, some bad. And people have tried so many products. Women have tried so many products when they have, they've tried dermatologists, they've tried whatever they read in a magazine, they will try on their face. So they have actually stopped believing that there is anything that works. And that is the biggest challenge, to convince a client that actually this will work. This will actually cure your problem. They don't trust you. They're always like, I've spent so much money on this, how will this work for me? And that is where I have to actually tell them, please just try, give me 1 hour, and after that 1 hour, we will be able to show you why our products are good. And since our products work very fast, they're result-oriented, that's how we've been able to get more and more clients.
You'll find spas probably in salons, in barber shops and all that. So why did you choose a spa, just segregated to one area, just a spa alone area? How did you think about that?
What happened was we've always, as Kenyan women, we've always gone to make our faces in the hair salons. Usually the setup is always the same. You have the hair on one side, the nails on one side, and the face on one side. And I found that it's very hard for a woman who's having a problem. Let me say she has acne or she has premature aging on her face, and she has to come and explain to the beautician, maybe in front of people, or she's shy to walk in and say. So I decided, why don't I just open a place and focus on only the face? so that any woman, whatever problem you know, some can have embarrassing problems, but here you know that it's private. There is nobody who will have to listen to anything you're saying. So that is why, and that is why I think we are getting customers now coming out and saying, okay, I don't want this wrinkle. I don't want. I think my frown lines are becoming. I'm getting fine lines on my forehead. Before, a woman is even shy to say that. Yeah, but that is why I wanted just a spa alone. And that's why I also decided the products I was going to get would have to be the first in Kenya. Will have to be a kind that has not been seen before, that are result-oriented, that are completely natural, herbal, and they are trustworthy. So with that, for me, the way I figured it, with those two, a spa concept and a very good product, I knew there was no way I would fail in my franchising. That's why I really went forward to it.
You definitely need to take word out, of these new products that you have. So how do you get to market yourself?
Always, I'm everywhere. I go to spas, I'm on radio, I'm on TV. I try to market on magazines, in the, any magazine that comes up. And I also have a lot of group of women friends which have joined Facebook, Instagram, whatever media I can get. I want to talk to ladies. I want ladies to know that we are here and you don't need to suffer anymore.
Having started this spa, how many people have you gotten to employ so far?
We have 2 spas now. We've opened 2 branches, and all of them have about 4 beauticians, an accountant, about 6 in each. And now we are about to open a new branch at the upcoming mall in the hub.
Where do you plan to take, Premier Dead Sea products? What future plans do you have for this venture that you have?
Open in every mall in Kenya, actually in East Africa. We are waiting for every mall that is coming up, and we have made proposals to each and every one of them. The minute a mall is coming up, we are registered with agents, and they tell us, and we rush in to get a shop.
Somebody watching you and they think or have an idea of starting a franchise, what advice would you give them? What did you tell them to have in place before they get into franchising a product?
I would really encourage anybody going for franchising. It's like going for business for yourself, but not by yourself. Imagine now this kind of shop. It's already known. Premier is well known. And somebody wants to start a beauty shop. So for them, if they come to me and they tell me, I want to open exactly what you have out there, they will get my support. They will get the whole model and structure already done for them. We get training from Israel. So it's actually set. So you won't have to go marketing. And every time I market, every time Israel markets, like we get magazines, we are marketed. So having a franchisor is honestly one of the best ways to start a business. Of course, there are the disadvantage that if you don't perform up to how they want you to, they can withdraw their franchise. And that is a risk somebody has to take. Because if they come in here and find we are not meeting their standards, they will close me within 24 hours. That is the risk of franchising. Other than that, you're getting all the support that you need. You're getting a name, you're getting a brand, you're well known, and you're starting a business. So, and if you have a little problem, you just call them, they will correct that. We're talking about the financial accounting system already set. We're talking about the training of the girls already set. Even if it's food, generally, we've seen the franchises going, especially for fast foods. They come, they train you, but they keep an eye on you to make sure that you do not mess up their quality. Anybody wants to go for franchising, go for it. I would really encourage that. For anybody thinking of franchising out there, the initial capital can be a lot, but we were able to approach the company and actually tell them, can we pay in installments? Yeah, and they were okay with it. They said there will be no problem. So now, after we have finished the initial franchising paying, now is when they can support us to open a shop that looks exactly like all other Premier shops in the world. But it took us some time to reach there. And now we are opening our completely new concept shop at the hub in a few months' time. So now we have fully franchised.
And that young person watching you, what would you tell them and encourage them to get into entrepreneurship?
There are many entrepreneurs who start at a very early age. You want to start business before you get your qualifications. No. You first of all, of course, the young people, I'll always tell them, get the education. Always make sure you have your papers right. Then have passion for something. You can't just say, okay, Jane has opened a beauty shop and it's working, so I will go and join that. It will fail. You need to love what you do. You have to have the passion for it. And that's the most important thing, because when things are not going your way, The only thing that will make you wake up in the morning is that love for what you do. Because trust me, everybody, even with us, the business goes down, comes up, goes down, and sometimes you feel like giving up, and then you remember, no, this is something I love doing, this is something I want to do tomorrow. So you will get up and you'll go back out there again. But if it's something you're doing just for the money or because somebody else did it, you are going to fail terribly.
When out of work, what do you like doing, when you just want to relax? What do you like doing and what are your hobbies?
My grandson, that he keeps me happy. He's, I honestly never thought that I would love a little, very annoying boy so much, but he's the one who keeps me running. I don't even pay for the gym anymore. I'm always running after him. So weekend time for me or relaxing time is family. My husband, my family, that is all, that's what I do. I don't do much socializing though. I'm a bit of an introvert.
Talk to me about what motivates you, what keeps you going every day.
I remember where I came from, and I know where I'm going, and that is what makes me wake up in the morning. Focus. Where are you going? And then where did you come from? I think everybody should always try to remember that. Otherwise you get lost in between the money and the hustles and all that.
We have come to the end of part 1 and I'm hoping you enjoyed the guest that we brought you tonight. Jane said that as you look for money, stay focused. Do not lose your focus. I think that is quite paramount to entrepreneurs. We are taking a short commercial break, but when we return, we have another guest for you. So please don't go away. In the meantime, we have something for you to watch. We do value your feedback, so please get in touch with us on the social media pages that are on your screen right now, Facebook, Twitter, and our email address. See you shortly after the break.